It's that time. JC Mountain Jar. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's do some stuff. JC Mountain Jar. Hey guys. I like Ultem. The new stuff that's come out. Plastic you can kind of see through. It's yellow. I found this company, Kubey. I went onto the website and I saw that they were having a deal a while back, probably like 2 weeks already. It was like $39.99. I went to the website today and this thing was 80 bucks. And I was like, why is a Chinese knife $80? And I've never heard of Kubey. I looked it up on Amazon and I did not find it, you know? Like I was looking through, I found CJRB, Civivi, and when I typed in Kubey, then I found Kubey. And then, of course, maybe there's an Amazon algorithm out there as well, too. That ever since I typed in Kubey, now when I'm looking through folding knives, Kubey does come up pretty often. So sometimes, and I've had this happen to me in the past with another item where I actually put the name in versus just kind of what I'm looking for, broad spectrum. And then it kind of loaded and it started doing things for me so that I can find what I'm looking for. So why 80 bucks? Let's take a look at this. So they call this one the Bluff. It's a model KU248A, and the steel is 14C28N with Ultem. Now that 14C28N is a type of Sandvik, and Sandvik is a Swedish steel, and it's really cool steel, man. It holds up. It's got a good reputation for being edge retentive, corrosive resistant, and easy to sharpen, and just has a whole lot of toughness to it. So I'm thinking, maybe that's one of the reasons they're charging 80 bucks for a Chinese knife, you know? All right. I don't know much about the company, so it's not like they're super popular to me or have come across me very often to say, okay, they have a reputation, you know, so that they can pick their prices up. So like I said, 80 bucks on their own website. If I were looking on the secondary market, used on eBay, I found some for like 62 bucks. So still, whatever sale was going on, whatever day that I found it on that was $39.99, that must have been the day to do it. Ultem. Pretty cool stuff, this Ultem. Couple tools in here. And I chose not to do anything to this without putting it on video to you guys. See, it hangs up just a tad bit. So I brought out my tools because I knew that I was going to want to loosen it a bit. So this is a T8. So on this T8, I'm just going to loosen it just a tad there. A little bit better. It's got a nice geometry to it. I like the way that they like inlay the swedge to an outer swedge. It's kind of cool. There's a lot of people that don't like these little windows on the blades. It's not helpful here. Boy, I really loosened it up quite a bit too. So let's... And then that nice little test a lot of people do. A lot of times they'll fall, you know, and I actually like when they fall. This has got some retention. So it comes with this little thumb stud. Let's try using that because there's no I can't flick it fast. So I just basically have to use what they're allowing on their website to call that the access lock. I'll throw on this little thumb stud. Let's see, where would I like it? About right there probably. They include the tool. Is it helpful? Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Cool. And then I've been carrying this little Nebo flashlight. When I was up north visiting my dad the other weekend, I needed a flashlight and I stopped at Cabela's before going home. And I just looked for an inexpensive one. These Nebos are all over Cabela's and there's some decent prices. Yeah. So there's that cool Ultem. I dig stuff, man. I'm just a big kid, really. Pretty cool. And this Nebo's not bad. Typically, I like the button to be raised so I can find it and actuate it a lot easier. This one's not bad, and it telescopes for direction of your beam. The clip, I think I remember that I did switch it around and I had it on my hat while I was doing some stuff with my dad. Well, that's not bad. Pretty cool. A couple things that I was carrying over the weekend too were my Knipex and a lighter because I was working outside. So back to this here. Let's see. It's got a 3.19 inch blade. And I dig how sharp that is for now. I'll probably just drop it. I don't see really a burr on that. Pretty sweet though. Flat grind. Let's see what the pocket clip does in my pocket. Easy. Easy in my pocket, easy out of my pocket. I thought maybe this thumb stub would get stuck on it, but it didn't. Okay, I don't know. Well, currently I will tell you that I'm not going to pay 80 bucks for a knife like this because I'm collecting a lot of other knives that are that much, that mean more to me. So I'm glad that I got this for $39.99. And now that I kind of loosened the detent or whatever you got on that axis on the spring there, tension, it's flowing pretty smooth. Now one thing is, look, I'm gonna have to do this a lot more often, but to do it with one finger, it doesn't quite open all the way. But to do it with two, you get that freedom flow. But one finger, I wish I could just do it with one finger, you know? Pretty cool. I like Ultem. I'm gonna probably get some more knives in Ultem. Another thing carrying in my pocket is one of my friends in the knife community, AW Customs, Mr. Aaron. Okay, here we go. Check it out. Look. AW Designs. Yeah. Nuevo Mexico style, guys. And I still have the same blade that he gave to me with this because we did a horse trade. But man, I think I might have gotten the better end. Pretty sweet, huh? 6.5 bone stag. He burned it a little bit more to give it that nice thick color. That's what I call the color. Thick, deep, dark. I dig this little mini trapper. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yep. I'm toting that today. And you guys want to know something interesting? Okay, so I have a little note here too. This is riding on bronze washers. And the screws are stainless steel. And that thumb stud helps because I'm doing it with my left hand too. So ambidextrous. Pretty cool. Oh, okay. So their heat treat on this is a vacuum and cryogenic. Now, I have been learning more and more about the production of knives and what I value in a knife, you know, and understanding steels and understanding heat treats and understanding the geometry of the blade. Thinner blade to me is becoming something that I really like versus I've been an outdoors guy forever, so a thicker blade was always what I preferred. But now these thinner, way thinner blades to me are becoming really interesting because they can do so much, you know, and they're so precise with their slice. Okay, so I'm used to oil heat treat and I'm used to air heat treat, but I've never heard of vacuum cryogenic heat treat, which is pretty cool. So I got to learn more about that, but I thought I'd throw that in there for you guys to know. And do you guys ever tote around your crosses? Well, this is what happened to me. I heard my cross in the dryer tumbling around, right? Now, of course, I've misplaced this from time to time because it'll go from one pant to a jacket to a vehicle or something, you know, because I'm always trying to keep this close to me. But I had never washed it. This is the first time I washed it. So I washed it and I dried it and it lost some of its color. But what I did realize is like, hey, you know, this represents a good relationship with the Lord, right? Because look at all these imperfections and all this stuff, you know, symbolizing human, symbolizing me, you know, and all my imperfections. And then you got my good Lord Jesus with all his divine perfection, you know. So to me, this is one of the more unique pocket crosses that I've seen in the community, being that, you know, him and me are one. I thought that was pretty cool. But since it lost a little bit of its color, I have some bee balm that I'm going to see if maybe it could bring some of the color back. Because I think the dryer just dried it up to where it lost its color, you know? Is that already making a difference, guys? Yeah. So while I'm doing this, I think that's it for this show. Wanted to show you guys the Kubey and that I like it, and that I'm going to tote it this week along with my traditionals, because I usually do that. I usually have a modern and I usually have a traditional, and then I usually have something else that I'm kind of working on as a project or something. And that's the way it rolls for Mountain Ajar out here, guys. Look at that. It is getting its color back. Nice. We're back in business. Kubey. Left-handed. Woo, yeah. Got some other cool stuff here. Mountain Ajar.